Que lo que, mi gente, que I was popping, was good, what it is. We on a remote location live from the tunnel. We at the cave. We at the cave here on a remote location, undisclosed location. You know what it is. It's your boy Ruel, 1/4 of the show, a host out here, and I'm joined with my other co-host here, Primo Sangre, el manito. That's my brother. It is. Que lo que machetazo, dile.
Oh, Papo, que lo que, mi gente, la ciento día. What's going on, peoples? Let's talk some Knicks. We got a game tonight.
That's right. We got a game tonight. The other two are feeling blue or something. They ain't out here, but my nigga KNICKA is holding it down with me. That's my brother here. He holding it down. You know what it is. We had a game, Machete. You were saying don't let it be a trap game, and I don't think we let it be a trap game. We ended up playing the Milwaukee Bucks, and there was you gave up a starting lineup, and that shocked me when you said it, and that that there was supposed to be a Tyler Kolek starting, which I was in like, yo, hey, what? The Tibbs is gonna do it. Tibbs is gonna do it. But what happened in that game, Machete? What happened in that game? Did Kolek?
No, I was just reading what the NBA what the NBA TV said with Patton starting as potential.
Yeah,
starting.
I wasn't doubting you. I wasn't doubting you. I was just shocked. Even when you said that and you read it, I was shocked. I was like, wait a minute, they're gonna actually start this kid?
But whatever, man. We got the win. He played good.
Hey, listen,
that was a good game.
Good. I liked it though. That's why I was shocked. I liked it. I knew DeLon Wright would be the move on there. He's 6'7". He's a defender, 3-and-D kind of guy. He played great, and he did what we thought we wanted Kolek to do anyway. You can't be out on the floor and not be a threat offensively. You can't be, if not, your man's just going to be out there just cheating on and doubling, whether it's doubling McCall, and he didn't let it happen. He scored his first 10 points out of the 12 in the first quarter, which was super dope. I thought that was good. They had to respect the man. They was like, yo, this kid can shoot. 3 of them were from the corner 3, so 3 3-pointers out there, a steal. It was pretty impressive, even with Cat only scoring 14 points. Anything in particular stuck out for you? Was it Cat scoring? Was it OG scoring 31?
Yeah, OG himself had himself a really good night. Bridges had himself a good night. What he had 26 points, and Anunoby had 31. He had a real good game. He had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals himself. He had he was 9 of 21 field goals. He shot a little less than half his field goals. He was 3 of 10 a 3-point line from the 3-point line. He had 1 turnover and 4 personal fouls, and he was 100% from the free throws. He hit all his free throws. Anunoby himself had himself a good night. He was on fire. And then our boy Bridges had a really good night too. Even though despite Anunoby, OG was a negative too somehow. Even though he had a great game, 31 points. Bridges had his 26 3 rebounds. He had himself 5 assists. That was pretty good. 2 steals. Yeah, they had themselves. It was like I said, it was practice, bro. They went there, they manhandled those cats.
And that was with Giannis playing too. That was with Giannis playing, so it wasn't like Giannis sat out.
Despite it all.
So that was him and your boy. You called. You said Rollins. Don't sleep. Rollins came out blazing. He came out shooting. He came out trying to earn his respect too. So it was a really good game. I like what they did.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was pretty good. Josh Hart missed his triple-double by 2 assists, so 13 points, 14 rebounds, 8 assists. That was impressive. 42 minutes. I knew they would be getting heavy minutes. OG 36, 31 points. And I think maybe because of some defensive stats, if I'm not mistaken, that's probably the first time I've even heard of OG since he's been a Knick being the negative in the plus minus.
Yeah.
That's probably the first time that I've even heard of him anything in a negative. So that's kind of impressive there. Not in a good way, but nonetheless, he scored 31. He's been Mr. Consistent while JB's been gone. I mean, what teams can say that you lose your best player, like, and you're gonna still be holding it down and even winning games? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think we're always talking about today, like if OKC lost Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that's their season. So the fact that we're doing that, we're still staying alive. That means Thibodeau's coaching.
Yeah.
Thibodeau's Thibodeau's gonna tips.
Yeah.
He's gonna tips.
Despite the fact that Karl Anthony Towns only had 14 points and 10 rebounds, he still had himself a double double. You know, he was 6 for 16, 1 of 3 from 3 point. You know, he had himself a quiet night, but he was still a +9. You know, and let's take out the laundry. Shammer had a great game last night too, man. You know, he had a game. He had 13 points. You know, he did well. He did really good last night.
And we needed all of that too. We needed him to come around 20 in 20 minutes. He had 13 points. That was huge. DeLon Wright had 12. So the bench players did what they were supposed to do. We got 23 from them. Mitch Rob, 10 rebounds though. We're not going to expect so many points in only 18 minutes. Mitch,
he did what he was supposed to do. 6 defensive rebounds, 4 offensive rebounds. Mitch just doing his job. What are you talking about here?
No, that's what I wasn't. This I'm just saying. He did what we needed. Everybody did what they were supposed to do.
Everybody did it good.
Yep. Even Tyler.
Even Tyler. He had 5 points.
But he had 5 assists in 17 minutes. That's not bad. I think. Yeah, I mean, for 17 minutes is great. I was saying if he's gonna start, if he could give us 8 points and 9 assists, that'll be a good night. 5 and 5 in 17 minutes is pretty much equivalent. So he did good.
And they were great assists too.
Yeah, no, he's flowing. So he still got burned, regardless. People where they want them to start. Mm-hmm. I mean, you have to respect the coach. The fact that he was able to get DeLon Wright on there. I mean, that's just a smart move. It's the right move. So salute to the chat, by the way. Salute to On Dios, on God. We appreciate you, manito. Always supporting the channel. Go subscribe to my guy on the Instagram, super dope channel. Appreciate everybody. If you watching, comment. We'll give you a shout out there. So it was really good, man. I think you were calling it. We had to just come out, handle business, and it's impressive. That's a team that we swept them for the whole series, so we swept them for the entire year, which is good. A possible matchup. It's a possible matchup. We'll see if we play them in the playoffs. It would be a good match either way, but I think that would help us out. Without no Damian Lillard, it's tough for them. That's like them too. They lost the head of their snake, and they've been on a downward spiral since they lost him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, that shows a difference in coaching from Thibodeau to Doc Rivers. The people that sleeping on Coach Thibodeau, put some respect on his name. Put some respect on it. So yeah, you called it. We can't let it be a trap game. You said we have to just go out there and play. They did exactly that. They played very well. Precious Achiuwa, 6 minutes. What are you thinking with Precious, man? What's going on that you think? I mean, him only getting 6 minutes.
Looks like he has a lot on his mind, and he hasn't been playing really too good. You know, there's a lot of stuff going out. You know, they're talking about on the media, him getting into situations. You know, it looks like he's just a little distracted. He's playing very distracted. You know, I hope everything's all right with him and everything, whatever way may or may not be going on. You know, it looks like yeah. He's giving us solid minutes sometimes, but not what we expected, not like what we thought he was last year. But
yeah,
Precious is just there, man.
I still think. I mean,
like he's just there.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like he like his head's not in the game sometimes. I agree with you there.
It's like I was talking about last episode. You know, this personal stuff that people go through during the season that can weigh on you and can affect the game. I mean, I don't know what the situation is with Precious or anything like that.
Yeah.
Or any of the other guys, but sometimes, when there's stuff out there, there's a little bit of truth to it. We don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, so hopefully it clears up. Hopefully he steps up. I mean, he's still wearing a uniform, so we still riding with him. Just, we'd want more from him. But
always Nick.
Yep, once a Nick, always a Nick. He's still with us, so we still got a chance to prove himself. Playoffs, you never know. That light switch could just go off. We know he's capable of double-doubles. We know he's capable of multiple blocks in a game. So hopefully by the time we get into the playoffs or even a couple of games down the line that, he just snaps out of it or has, whatever breakout. So hopefully that goes good. Mm-hmm. He would be a great X factor in whatever second round ECF type of thing or even in the first round. So he's definitely an impact player. So I won't count him out. I'm a little concerned to how he's playing and what's going on, but as you said, personal things can affect your entire day, no matter what's going on. So salute to him. Hopefully everything's going good with him. Hopefully it's not an injury. Hopefully it's something that he can get through. So I'm still riding with Precious. He's still wearing orange and blue, so he's one of the dogs. But he would definitely make an impact on whatever series we got. in Indiana, anything like that. So hopefully he'll get it together, snaps out of it, and has one game where he has a breakout. I still think he would have a huge
game when he
impact.
scored 0 points. He only had 2 rebounds. Yeah, he didn't do much at all, man. How many minutes did he play? He didn't play many minutes.
6 minutes only. He only
six and
played
a half
six
minutes.
minutes.
He didn't play too much. Was still a +9. Not that means anything because Achua scored. OG scored 31 points. It was a -2, which is crazy. But regardless, I hope everything's okay with Precious. But we still got our guys. We still got our bench. We still got Tyler Kolek out there playing for us. We got Shaman playing for us. We got Robinson, getting our 10 rebounds. DeLon Wright, it looks like he might start tonight. We still got the guys in. We're doing good. We're good. We're all right. He's got to get through this Portland team tonight. It was a little feisty team.
And even not to say that to finish off on that, but even with Precious, that doesn't mean that he was bad or maybe he got something going on. Is also the fact that everybody played very well in that game in Bucks. You know what I mean? So where he didn't have to count on Precious to bring him in because everybody played a phenomenal job. Everybody played their role right. DeLon Wright probably played better than anticipated for most people when they saw him playing, scoring offensively. The type of team they have too. They have a lot of small players other than Brook and Giannis. So I think to spread out that team and get them away from the paint helped out too, rather than clogging with Precious. So I think that was also a matchup thing there too. So we'll see if this game could be a little bit different if Ayton plays. I don't know if DeAndre Ayton. We got the Portland Trailblazers tonight. We're doing our show a little early, as you guys can tell, because we didn't want to run over to the 6 o'clock. We're trying to cut it short. Me and Machete always get to the point, and we speak our mind, and we got straight points and facts and hit you with some jokes here and there. But my brother and Two Shots, it'd probably be a little more elongated show. Pause. Anyway, but we got them tonight. We got the Portland Trailblazers tonight. Young, scrappy team. They ran us just to the end. I mean, there was a tough game. We lost that game against them the last time, didn't we? Or did we win that just at the end? Let me go back.
The last time we played them,
yeah, I know we took it to the wire. We beat them by
114, 113.
In an overtime game.
By them. We played over there in Portland, and we beat them by a point. It was an overtime game. It was a really good game, but we got their number. And that time, that was
school went off.
I think after the Laker game.
That was right after the Kings game, after the Sacramento Kings.
Yeah.
So he won the Kings. We had that mojo going, went with that, got the OT, and beat that one. Now Scoot Henderson's not playing tonight. So that's the young guard who was struggling, which tonight you're definitely going to see a DeLon Wright. Today would be a tough matchup for Kolek right now. I mean, to have him go against either Anthony Simons, Shadon Sharp, or Scoot Henderson would be just too much. You got DeLon Wright's a veteran, 6'7" guy, long wingspan, great defender. So I'm looking to see more of that today. I'm interested to see if he can get 2 games back-to-back with the offense. I know he's good. He played with Dallas. He played with Jalen Brunson before. He's been around the block, so he's an experienced player. Had a bunch of head coaches, really good. I believe this is his 6th or 7th year in the league, something like that. So he's been around for a little bit. Experience goes a long way with Tibbs, so I think you can count on him. That game, he showed that he was ready. He's been ready. He's been producing. He's been a great person in the sidelines. So even though he didn't play, he's been through 6 games with us. He's been on the sidelines, been positive, supporting the team, cheering, doing all the right things. And when his number was called, my guy stayed ready. You know what I'm saying? And salute to Kolek also for being ready. Even though he played those 17 minutes more than he was used to, still got some minutes on there. So that was good to see it from him on there. But we got Portland. So tell me your thoughts on Portland tonight. We beat them in the overtime.
They got DeAndre Ayton on the injury report. They got Sidney Casecchio. Go out or game time decision. They got Jeremiah Grant, game time decision. They got Scotty Henderson out. They got Bryson McGuire's OFS. Anthony Simons is game time decision. Robert Williams III is out. That's what they got out so far.
They got everybody.
No Jalen. We got no Hapurdy. We got no Bridges is still out. And Cameron Payne is still out. So we got
Bridges is out. You said Bridges is out.
Yeah, our 4 starters are out. No Brunson, no Purdy, no Miles Bridges, no Cameron Payne.
Wait. Hold on.
I'm
So
sorry,
you're saying
I said Cameron Payne.
but you saying our starters are not playing?
No Cameron Payne, no Miles Bridges, no Huck Purdy, and no Jalen Brunson. I was thinking about Michael Bridges, but no Cameron Payne.
Okay, you meant McBride, right? Because you said McCall.
Yeah,
So
McBride.
I got you. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I was like, wait a minute. I mean, I was like, yo, Tibbs is resting the starters and no one else is playing. Nah, it's all good. I mean, no, that's good.
Right,
I mean,
yeah, no, we're out 4 starters and they're out some players. So, they're gonna come into New York. It's gonna be a good game for us. It's gonna be a really good game.
It's gonna be interesting to see.
More practice.
Definitely, and I would like to see some of the other plays. I wouldn't mind seeing Beauchamp today, so youth versus youth. See how some of our young guys play. Does a Daddy A gets in? Well, and maybe McCullough. McCullough played. He got his first buckets like a couple of games ago. Do they get any burn? Can Karl Anthony Towns, OG, and Bridges and Josh Hart, can they get off to a good start and be up? I think we're 69-0 when we're ahead in the fourth quarter by 15 points. So we're undefeated practically. So if we can go into the fourth with a 15-point lead, we should be able to hold it off. Let some of the young ones play. I'd like to see Beauchamp. I would like to see Beauchamp get a little bit of burn today. See if we can mix it up, and maybe McCullard with a little bit of Kolek, sprinkle a little bit of youth in there, and see what they could do against this up-and-coming young team. Because they will be facing the Blazers years down the line. They're going to be the ones taking over, for Jalen Brunson and everyone else. So it's going to be interesting to see how they play tonight for sure. PJ Tucker Andios gave us the alert. Salute to Andios, always giving us the 411. My guy said PJ Tucker has been released to make an open spot on the roster. Something else is incoming. Oh, salute to Andios. Andios is live on location. Andios is live on location. He is giving us the feedback. Yes. Andios is the news reporter in the hurricane.
That's out to the chat.
He's a salute to Andios giving us that info, breaking it down. Oh, so that's crazy. So PJ Tucker. So who can we fill with that spot? Andios with the mic. That's right. That's you, sir. That's interesting. So at least one roster spot. Do we call up somebody? Can we still get T.J. Warren? Is T.J. Warren still an option? I wonder. I wonder, because getting a couple little extra buckets on there would be interesting. My brother sent a voice message, so I don't know what he's saying. Yeah, we live on the show, bro, so I can't reply to your message. M Spread, see if we can. And there he is. New Knicks. Are you there, New Knicks? New Knicks is coming in. And New Knicks is on location. New Knicks, are you okay, sir? We've been looking for you. I know it's been a rough area where you're at in the West Coast.
My phone was off. I don't know why it's not letting me pop up my option. We live already?
We live right now, bro. They can hear you. They hearing you as spick as Spanny. They hear you as spick as Spanny.
But what time is it over there?
It's 4:00. We're doing an hour early today.
Jesus. No wonder. I thought it was
you guys
me.
can see my fan too? I didn't even see. I can see my fan. Mi abanico. You see my abanico here? Okay.
Well, I don't know why it's not letting me. Okay, there we go.
There you go. Hey, New Knicks. We'll talk to the people. Ya que te ven ahí.
What's poppin', everybody? What's poppin'? Welcome to the TOF show. Sorry I'm late. I didn't know we were starting an hour early. Leave it up to the quarterback. He's scrambling, doing things and adjusting to the time. Coordination. What's poppin', everybody? I'm over here at lunchtime. What's poppin'?
Yeah.
Shout out to Machete. Shout out to Mike the Specialist. Shout out to you, Brody.
What up,
out here.
Knicks?
Yeah. Okay. Hey, salute to you guys. Andio says they also say PJ Tucker reportedly could sign a new Knicks contract after a 10-day deal expired. So we have to see what's on the front office mind. So he could be re-signed maybe as a deal for the rest of the year instead of just a 10-day contract. New Knicks, we were talking about the game that we just played against the Milwaukee Bucks. We just beat them. Go ahead and eat. Ponte a comer. We just beat them.
Go ahead.
Do your thing. So he's out there. So, and we got the game tonight. So it's going to be interesting. Appreciate you. Andio said was good. So he's out there. You see my abanico. Wow, I'm looking crazy right here with you. Y'all got. We had
Is
to
there
I
an
got
early
my
game
back.
today?
Yeah, we got a game at 6 p.m. So that's why we were switching it up here.
Okay.
Ya tú sabes.
I
¿Dónde está
mean,
pa'
we
acá?
got the win. Giannis was playing, so I mean, listen. I was watching the Raw Hebrew. Shout out to Raw, and yeah, we're not coming to conclusion that, bro, we're down. You know, Jalen Brunson. We were down Deuce McBride, and you know we're still third in the East. So we got to be grateful to a lot of things that you know that has us in this winning position. So you know, I'm just grateful that you know we're doing good. Could we do better? Of course, but you know we're still treading water and holding our holding the fort at 3. And I think everybody is doing a great job in stepping up and adjusting to the times.
And speaking of adjustments, so is the coach. People talking about Tibbs doesn't adjust. Who's dealt with more injuries and adjustments this year than Thibodeau? From losing Jalen Brunson, Deuce McBride, you had Precious Achua going down. You had Karl Anthony Towns for a bit with his injury. You had what constant adjustments, and we still on top. We still in the 3rd place. You have lose every point guard you have, and we still winning games. If you guys don't see that this dude is coaching, I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know. I can't make it more obvious than winning. He's a winner, a winning coach. It doesn't matter who you give him. He's the MacGyver of coaches. You give him bubble gum and a paper clip, he's gonna make something happen. I'm just saying that's just what he's doing. He's got. We just got DeLon Wright, who's basically a shooting Elfrid Payton. And he's gonna like DeLon Wright. DeLon Wright doesn't look like he's gonna go anywhere. He played with Jalen Brunson. They got confidence in the kid. It's gonna be a great game tonight. Injury riddled Portland Trailblazer team is gonna be. Hopefully we get off to the gates running. Hopefully this isn't a trap game, even with many injuries as they have. That we go off and be aggressive with them and let these young kids play, beat them to like a 20, 30-point lead, and then let the Beauchamps, the Colex, maybe a Daddy A, McCutter, let them get some burn and then see what they do. This is the type of game I wouldn't mind seeing these young ones and see what they could do, as Two Shots would say. Let them see what they could do. Change it up, a fastball. Or he said curveball. Yes, listen. Anyway, but that's what I want to see. I think I'm liking that. Machete, you think this is one that we should you said we should dominate this one, Machete. So you think this is one that we could just beat them and then chill, or you think it might be as close? I think Machete was with that one. New Knicks, they got half the. Go ahead. What you said, Machete?
I say we should be able to take care of those clowns. Come on.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. We definitely should be able to agree.
It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a tough game because we played them into overtime and won by 1 point. So they're gonna want to try to come back and punch us in the mouth. But they can't play us. But it was a game. Portland. It was the 2nd game after losing Brunson, so we kind of weren't used to playing with each other at that point. I think we're a little better now. So this should be a really good game. We should defend the home court. Portland ain't coming into MSG and winning and beating us, bro. I don't see it.
Yeah, so we're playing Portland, New Knicks. We're playing Portland. They have Scoot Henderson, but Scoot Henderson's out. DeAndre Ayton's out. I think there's like 3 or 4 other players that Machete had mentioned that are out. So basically their best players are out. So I don't see us having an issue or a problem with them. So we should be able to run through them pretty easy. We can't take them lightly, obviously, because this is the league. But you just want to put your foot on the gas and go. This could be a game that I think Karl Anthony Towns would see to get in rhythm. I don't think there's really anyone that can stop Karl Anthony Towns or even OG. So I definitely see our 3 going ham, and even Josh Hart. This could be a game where they get there at around 30 minutes per game. So it shouldn't be anything past 40 minutes. So I should see something that we should just knock them out the box. New Knicks, you think? Well, now we got them. Let me just roll real quick at that. So we got Portland today, and then with Tuesday we got the 76ers, who's another injury riddled team. So they've been injured. They only got Grimes starting. But let me ask you guys. So, Machete and you, Nick, I'm going to ask you a question that buzzed as the last game that me and Two Shots answered. Do you guys think with 9 games left, this is 9 games starting today. Today's the 9 games left. Do we make it to 50? Right now we're at 46.
I mean, I agree with you. I think we'll take it to 52. No. Today's win gets us to what, 48, 49?
47. This one will get us to 47, if I'm not mistaken.
Look,
Yeah.
before y'all
47.
go talking shit, let's look at the schedule. All right?
Let's go.
So tonight we got Portland.
Is that a W or no?
I don't care. I'm just looking at the schedule right now. I'm not predicting wins. I'm not
predicting wins. Okay.
I just want to look at the schedule. Let's think logically before we start predicting wins and shit. All right? Because
we went through it. That's why I'm asking you and you next. Dale.
Let me go over the schedule with you a second.
Dale.
We got Portland tonight. All right. Now we got April 1st. We got Philly. On a back-to-back, April 2nd, we got Cleveland. Then we got April 5th, we got Atlanta. Then we're playing another back-to-back. Am I crazy? So we're playing a back-to-back April 1st. We're playing 76ers the 1st, Cleveland the 2nd. We rest the 3rd and the 4th to go play at Atlanta on the 5th. And then we go back home to have Phoenix come and play us. So it's 2 back-to-backs, so we get 2 days rest.
In 1 week, yep.
Then, and not only that, we get 1 day's rest to go, or is it Boston's playing at us? We're playing, Boston's coming.
Yep, 2 days later.
Then we rest a day. Then we're at Detroit. Then another back-to-back, and then we go to Cleveland, and then Cleveland plays us. So we're playing April 10th, Detroit, April 11th, Cleveland, and then we rest 1 day, and then April 13th, we're playing Brooklyn.
That sounds like a clean sweep to me.
Okay. I just want to check.
No, we could go through it. That's what, like, I think
April 1st, 76ers. All right, I ain't disputing that. Cleveland, we've lost what our record is against Cleveland, but we're playing in Cleveland after playing Boston. Then Atlanta, it's Atlanta. Their coach plays us pretty tough. I think we may have that one. The only one I doubt is the Cleveland game. Then we play Phoenix. Phoenix is in shambles right now, but it's still Booker and Kevin Durant. Then we play Boston. We know that's probably, I'm gonna chop that off as an L.
Yeah, I agree.
And then Detroit, that's gonna be a tough one. That's 50-50 to me.
Yeah.
And then they'll go, and then I have Cleveland play us.
On a back-to-back,
after playing Detroit.
And both Cleveland games are the second game of a back-to-back. Both of them.
We're playing at Cleveland, then we're going home. Then that means we're at Cleveland, then we're going home, probably get home at 2:00 in the night to fucking have the visitors Cleveland coming in. I mean, we're going home to play Cleveland.
I think we could beat them all.
All right. I'm just letting you know with the schedule who we're playing.
Salute Keith Watkins. Salute everybody in the chat. Andios, we appreciate you guys. What up? I appreciate you guys, live gang, replay gang. And listen, and that's a good point you were bringing up, Machete. That's why we count on you, bro. That's why you pull up the facts and figures. And that's what we're looking at. So those games, which even as I was going through the games, I didn't catch it like how you did. So we have 3 back-to-backs to end the year, which is basically how we started the year.
That again, because I want to make sure that I'm seeing this shit correct.
Let me make sure what I'm reading is
April 2nd at Cleveland. That's a back-to-back. Then April 5th at Atlanta, and then Phoenix is going to play us April 6th, and then April 10th at Cleveland, and then they'll come home and have Cleveland players April 11th.
They're trying to set us up, bro. It sounds like a setup. My spidey senses are tingling.
Listen, and even with that, I ain't scared. But it is they trying to get us exhausted for the playoffs because they don't want us to make noise like we did last year. But guess what? It ain't gonna work. It don't matter. You could put us on 8 back-to-backs. It don't matter. Injury riddle. You see the jersey. We used to walk in there with weights on our shoulders. Me no fear that. We're about to show them how to do it. So I mean, the Trailblazers game tonight,
And
I think it's.
I'm sorry, these are teams. These are our opponents, bro. These are like,
Yeah.
okay, despite the Portland and the Phoenix game, these are conference. These are guys within our conference.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah.
You know,
No, that matter for positioning. That matter. That matter for positioning too.
Mhm.
None
I
of
mean,
that shit matters.
So I mean,
None
the
of it
Portland
matters.
one should be a dub. Philly should be a dub because they're riddled with injuries these next two games. So it's important. That's why it's important tonight and on April 1st that we get some rest early. That we can't play around. That we got to execute on business, and then the bench has to produce and give our players that rest. Because that back-to-back against Cleveland's going to be crazy. So you play a 76, which we should be somewhat well rested against Cleveland. Even though it is a back-to-back, but that's going to be a challenge there. Then we're going to go play at Atlanta, a nemesis that, even though that's another Miami, a Nick arena there. So we play in the Hawks. They're fighting for maybe the 10, but they got injuries too. They lost that young kid, Jalen Johnson. They lost him for the year. They got rid of Bogey. They don't have not Herder. The dude that they got from Cleveland, that they traded to Cleveland. So a lot of the players that were really dangerous with us for the Hawks are pretty much out. So we have an opportunity, and they got the center that everybody thought we were going to get. He's out too. So they're down. They're riddled with injuries somewhat. So you still don't want to take them lightly, but that could be a W in that against the Hawks. Phoenix, they've been taking a lot of L's. You can't sleep on them. They're very explosive. KD can go off, and they're playing us at home. So everybody loves playing at the Garden.
So I'm sorry. There was something I was looking at that Cleveland game. So they're gonna get. We're gonna. Okay, so that Cleveland game, I said was a back-to-back after playing the 76ers, right?
Yep.
They're gonna rest for 2 days. Those fuckers are playing tonight, and they're gonna rest for 2 days. They're not.
And we're playing them on the back-to-back.
The Clippers, I think. Yeah, that game's going on right now. They're beating the. Oh, it was fun. No, they're playing the Clippers right now. They're up 9 points on the Clippers, and then they rest.
2 days.
They play us.
You don't think that schedule was?
We're gonna play the 76ers. We're gonna come off this game. We're gonna rest 1 day, play the 76ers, and then play them while they're resting. They rest for 2 days. I was looking at their schedule. Let me double check that.
They're trying to set us up.
They're trying to set us up. Yeah. They play tonight, March 30th, and they don't play again until April 2nd against the Knicks. Cleveland.
I see what you're doing, Silver. I see what you're doing.
No,
yeah. Adam Silver.
They got the next time they play us, April 11th, they are on a back-to-back because April 10th they play at Indiana. April 10th. Then they play April 11th. They play at New York.
Keith Watkins, no, this isn't a new location. This is my man cave.
In my opinion,
that I got. Good.
This Cleveland game that we're playing next, it's a must-win. Hopefully, like Ross said, we should have Jalen Brunson back. And I hope that when we get him back that first night, it's not a rough night. It's not a rough night. If he comes back,
I want him back.
Night when we play against Cleveland, because we're going to need him against Cleveland in a couple of days. We're going to need him.
I don't know. I don't want him rushing back. I don't listen. DeLon Wright is.
Hey, Dad, we don't want.
I
understand what you're saying, but we don't want Cleveland trying to sweep us for the season. We don't want.
They're gonna have home court advantage anyway.
The next two games, we gotta win one of the next two games we got. Hopefully, we'll win this one, and then we'll catch them off guard in a back-to-back on the 11th.
Yeah, but they got home court either way for the whole playoffs. They're the top seed. They still gonna
matter. We still don't want them sweeping us, bro.
I mean, I get it. We don't want them sweeping us. Thibodeau.
Take this next win, and we got to take that next.
Tibbs don't let any game. He every game is a W must win for him, for Thibodeau. If we know the coach, he's not gonna let any game slide, not even for a little bit. So I don't see that we're gonna let that slide. I do like the DeLon Wright mix. If we can get Deuce sooner, but you ain't hearing nothing on Deuce either. He's not gonna play tonight. They're not rushing him. You want? I'd rather let them be 100% and come back with Russ than to rush them to get into rhythm and then get an injury. I'd rather play the way we're doing now. See, which is, if you're looking at it, last night's game, it helps. You got Shamit getting into rhythm. You got Darrell playing well. So I mean, the people that we needed to, because the whole year, the whole thing was, the starters are playing and none of the bench is playing. Now the starters are getting somewhat rest, playing only like 30 minutes. Cat only had 32 yesterday. They're getting 30 minutes, and then now the other players are starting to come around. Other than Precious, for whatever that reason may be, Mitchell Robinson got 10 rebounds. He's coming around in rhythm. So I'd rather see what we have now with these other players. Kolek starting to get into some kind of rhythm, finding his offense, finding his defensive footing. I'd rather see this for the next 10 games and then to rush Deuce and Jalen. In my opinion, that's just me. That's because they're too good to not win a game. You know what I'm saying? Like Jalen Brunson, and sometimes you've seen the ball hog or him missing shots. I'd rather him just put up shots on his ankle and figure it out and then go from there. And Keith is not a new location. My family's doing a whole bunch of stuff in the house. My daughter's playing saxophone and all. So it would have thrown me off. So now I'm in the man cave for now. So it's not a new location. Is the last choice location, but it's the crib.
I like that Keith Haring poster you have back there.
Yeah, it's a painting, but yeah, you got it. You caught that. You caught that, boy. You know what it is. So yeah, Deuce, Wright, OG Bridges, and Mitch is now probably our best defensive unit now. That's what Keith Watkins is saying. You're right. And when Deuce comes in, and Deuce, if you keep Darrell Wright as a PG, I can see Deuce going to the 2 because he's a combo guard, but Darrell can handle the rock too. So I can see that lineup where you would have Darrell, at least for the next couple of games. Obviously not with Jalen Brunson, but you have Darrell Wright, who's a 6'5", 6'6", 6'7" guard. He's a tall kid, so you got him at that position. He's DeLon Wright. Sorry, my bad. What'd I say? Darrell. Wow, I just made up a whole new name, a new character, DeLon Wright. Hey, it's Saucy Sober Sunday. Even though I'm sober, I feel like I'm saucy. Anyway, he's 6'4". All right, Keith Watkins. See, Keith Watkins quick with the facts, my guy. See, 6'4". You sure he's 6'4"? I thought he was 6'6". I thought he's 6'6", 6'7". I'm pretty sure he's 6'7" or 6'6". He's bigger than 6'4". He's bigger than 6'4", if I'm not mistaken. Double check, because I'm pretty sure he's at least 6'6", for sure. I know. He's 6'5". All right, he's there. He's the sneakers on. We'll give him the extra 1.5 inches. False. Nonetheless, he's a good defender, so I would like to see that combo. And yesterday's game showed that he can score. He's a threat offensive. You got to respect him, which is why Tibbs went with him, not only for his defensive prowess, but that the kid, you're gonna have to respect the shot. He's grade 3 We said that when they picked him up. He played with the Mavericks. He can hit an open 3 shot. Once you give him opportunity, he's gonna take advantage of that. So he did good on there. So I can see him moving forward. A game like tonight, you're gonna see it. Whoever he's playing, I think Anthony Simons is out. By the way, split the difference, 6-5. Yeah, all right. We 50-50. You got 50, I got 50. We all right. We split that. All right, touche. I got that one. You corrected me on the line, so I'll give you the whole credit. I'm making up characters over here, but I appreciate that. So yeah, he's a big enough guard. Let's say that he's not 6. How tall is Kolek? 6'2". I think Kolek's like 6'2", 6'1". That makes a difference against guard and again a veteran. Tonight's gonna be interesting to see all these young cats. Can we handle the job early? I think we can, and it's understanding the opponents coming up. So that's going to be interesting. Machete brought up a great point. New Knicks, I know you said F them. You don't care about that. Doesn't matter if it's back to sort of. Does that matter to you that we have the 3 back-to-backs in these final 9 games?
It never matters. But the devil's going to try to throw the sink at you. You just got to catch it and wash it.
Hey, y'all heard it here first. New Knicks always coming up with some references. When they throw everything in the kitchen sink, you catch it and you wash it. That's it. Do the dishes. You got to do the dishes with it. That's what it is. So Cleveland, you ain't concerned, even though you think whether they beat us. Do you think we got a chance with what we have now against Cleveland?
We're not scared of anybody. And as time goes on, I think everybody learns how to adjust to the situation at hand and comes out. You know, whatever we're going through is definitely building for the play. So you got to go through certain things in order, to execute and win a playoff. So that's what we're going through, the trials and tribulations at this point right now. So yeah, never scared.
And also, go ahead. I was gonna jump on your point. Go ahead. Pause.
Go ahead. Pause.
Okay. Hey, you. And this is going to be a first couple of games anyway. When we play Cleveland, when we play Atlanta, when we play Phoenix, when we play Boston, these are going to be the first time that they get to see Mitch. It's the first time that they get to see the Blockness monster. The Blockness monster pulling up on, and you know what I'm saying, and playing against Cleveland. He gets to see what he got. It's time to, I think we're going to have to remind them. We got to let them know, be like, yo, y'all did that thing early in the season. But y'all must have forgot we got Mitchell blocking some. You know what I'm saying? He's about to handle some business. He's getting into rhythm. I think with teams like that, it gets him excited for the game to play against these contenders. So I want to see how he does against Cleveland. I think that's going to be good. Darrell Wright, if Deuce isn't back in time, Garland's going to have some problems.
You keep saying Darrell.
DeLon Wright.
Boy.
DeLon Wright. Oof. Damn, man. I ain't even sauced or nothing, boy. Dang.
You need to get back on your smoking tip.
Nah, I retired that. I'm retired. I'm getting unemployment checks, a retirement checks from that. DeLon, I think it's going to be interesting. I want to see that DeLon Wright, Mitchell Robinson line up against the Cleveland Cavaliers, against the Boston Celtics. I think his defensive prowess, veteran experience would give us a big difference. So if we can get Deuce back in time by that Boston game, I think we might have a chance there, because you have DeLon Wright, you got, you're going to have Deuce with him. I think, we could give him a little bit of trouble. So I'm liking what I see there, but I ain't worried about it. I still think new Knicks. Do we get the 50 burger? You said you agree with the 50 Deuce?
Yeah, 50 burger on the grill.
I might have to bring out my little baby grill, my little micro machine grill.
My first grill.
My Fisher Price, my first grill. My Penny Racer grill. A machete. I know you ain't into predictions and all that. Do you think we get a 50 burger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Yeah. Right. Hey, we got a party. Machete said yes. Machete said yes. But to get noticed, he didn't say who, what team we beat. He just says we get 50. And look, if you know Machete, that's close enough. Right now, if we win tonight, it would be 47.
Yeah, I can see that. Definitely. I can see what Phil said.
Okay, nice. I think, and I agree with you. I think it's going to be tough games. I think the Cleveland game, both of them are going to be challenging. I think the Boston game is going to be challenging. I think the Detroit Pistons is going to be challenging. But what also I like about that, too, is that's going to get us ready for playoffs. You know what I'm saying? We've got some teams that we should be able to beat: the Trailblazers, 76ers, injury-riddled Hawks, But, again, you playing the Suns, who's a possible West Coast. They're trying to fight for the play-in, even though they're probably calling it in. But, they like playing. They're playing out the Garden, so, everybody likes stepping up. Katie wants to have, whatever. But I think that those are going to be tough matchups that gets us ready, gets our mindset right. The Celtics have been on a tear. KP's playing. So I would like to see what Mitch does in those games, because when they beat us, and Knicks don't have a chance to beat any of these winning teams. I want to see what happens when we have a Mitch. He's pretty much healthy for the most part. We're good to go. And Keith Watkins says, give me a drink. See, I'm not saucy. I definitely need a drink. Look, they got me in the dungeon, bro. I'm out here. They got me in the dungeon. I ain't even have a chance to drink. I'm sauceless. Right now I'm sauceless. I'm like homeless with sauceless. Keith Watkins says he thinks 52 win season. I definitely agree with the 5 deuce. Keith Watkins also says Cleveland and Boston may not play hard the whole game. There will be set seating. There will be set seating wise. So I can see that too, where they rest their starters, maybe the other half. Listen, that only helps us anyway to maintain and hold that third. Sauceless Sundays. Thanks.
You know,
Is
this nigga scared of Mitch.
who?
The center for Boston.
KP? Or are you talking about?
Yeah.
He's scared of who? Cat?
He's definitely scared of Mitch.
Oh yeah, I mean that's gonna be a good matchup when we play them. I want to see, does Tibbs start Mitch? Because I know he likes the matchup with Mitch, because that's what they were doing when they played us and they were beating us. They were playing matchups against Cat, bringing Cat out. Now, does he start Mitch that game? Does he put Mitch maybe heavier minutes in that game to see what it looks like? Him defensive, rebounding, and then you bring Cat at the 4. So Cat versus KP and not against Horford. That's going to be interesting to see on there. DeLon Wright, how does he? I don't know if Drew Holiday's still out. DeLon Wright's tall enough that he can be right there and strong enough where he has played Tatum before. He's had a guard Tatum before. He's had a guard Brown. So that helps Josh Hart too with some less defensive prowess. Which that's why Josh almost had a triple-double the last game, because you got DeLon Wright, running up the court, into it. 2 shots is in the building, but he's in the chat. But salute to you, sir. He's
2 shots?
2 shots is in the chat. Bang bang. 2 shots is bang bang, but Soto didn't do no bang bang.
He's so stupid.
I'm gonna tell you.
Soto did swing and miss. Rake. That's a
2 shots.
2 puffs for 2 shots. Hey, yo, chill, Mets. All right, hey, Andios is a Mets fan, and all I can say to that, Andios, I got mad love for you, but I'm sorry, bro. They suck at it. My new Knicks is a Mets fan. Machete, I believe, is. I mean, listen, I ain't gonna lie. We grew up in Corona, Queens, Elmhurst, really, but in the Corona.
You was nowhere in Corona.
No, Elmhurst 7 train. Yes, Emana is 2 shots. The same person. Yes, that's his alias. His Hebrew alias. That's the name. Yeah, so Emana is 2 shots when he's out there. He's supposed to be on the show today, but he's handling family business allegedly. Nah, salute to the guy. Yeah, so if you see him, that is 2 shots there in the building. So I got us with 50 deuce. New Knicks got us with 50 deuce. Machete has us over 50, which, listen, I think is definitely possible. I agree with what Keith Watkins says. In those last couple of games when we're playing Boston and Cleveland on the 11th and also on the 8th, it's possible. Those are the last 4 games of the season. As he said, they're already clinched. They're already at where they're going to be at. So they may not even play their starters the whole game. They may play them just the first 2 quarters. You know what I mean? And rest their players for the remainder of the season. So I definitely could see that. So it's still possible that we can, take advantage of those games and get a W anyway. They might not play us that hard. They might even just, as you said, just not play as hard and maybe see what Tibbs has or maybe rotations that he has and get a different look at us to try to scheme. But it's interesting. I still got us with a 50 deuce or more. Brooklyn's taking an L. They're trying to get some lottery draft compensation, so we should get that W. Cavs at the Garden. They might fight, but I don't know about that. So I agree with that. I got us with at least 50 deuce on there. But tonight's game is going to be exciting. We'll just close it up pretty quick because I ain't going to be here too long. You guys got it. You see they got me in the jungle, in the cave out here. But thoughts tonight, New Knicks? Is it a body bag? Do we zip them up? We were up 30. For your thoughts, what do you think? They got everybody. They got like 4 starters injured. Yep.
As smooth as this weed I'm smoking.
Allegedly.
No, there's no allegedly. This is a motherfucking blunt. And this shit is fire. No elected.
Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. La, la, la. And as you know, sober.
And up on the West Coast. Oh, lovely.
He got the. You even brought Miguel back. You brought Machete. Machete said, "Bring that West Coast over here."
Yeah. Take a toke. Take a toke right there. Take it. Take a toke.
And that's what now you guys know why in the channel we put not for kids. This is not for kids. 18 or old. But it's okay. This is Saucy Sober Smoke 'em Sunday. We got the smoke 'em. You got the sauce less. And Machete, I don't know where he's at with that, but you know, we give it to you either way. Great content either way. Salute to the chat. Doubt we blow them out early. Hope I'm wrong though. I think it's close first half and we pull away late. 112.99. So that's Keith Watkins on tonight's game. That's interesting perspective. Keith Watkins. So first off, he says maybe not Boston. They want to prove a point. So he's saying because I was saying maybe they rest up later on for the last game, but he says he doesn't think so. He thinks Boston wants to prove a point that they're dominant and better. Shit, I hope they do. I hope they play 4 quarters and bring the motherfucking ruckus. I hope they do. And if they lose, it's only gonna be.
Tatum down?
Huh?
Tatum down?
I think I don't know if he's back yet. I haven't really kept up with him because forget Boston. But if that's true, Keith, and if they play the whole game, if we would have beat them with them playing the whole game, that is going to break them emotionally for the playoffs. That already puts the stain in their brain. Like, damn, if I were them, I'd take it easy, let us win. Because if they give us any kind of breathing room and they play a whole game hardcore and we beat them without a Brunson, that's gonna give them emotional damage, and that's all we need.
That Boston game, we definitely win it. I don't care who's on the lineup. It could be the fucking Tower Boys.
But that's what I'm saying. It would be crazy if they played all their players minus Tatum or whoever they got, and we beat them like they and they come. But New Knicks is ready. Him and Just Knicks. Just Knicks is with Deuce right now rehabbing. So, but I mean, that'd be crazy.
Somebody better take care of that little ankle. Come balling me out.
Ooh, Just Knicks.
Injury, bro.
Just Knicks, are you out there? Just Knicks. They calling you out, son. Anyway, we'll see that. We're gonna do a live from location on there. So I like this.
Ankles never been broken. Never been broken ever. I ain't never break a leg, an ankle, a toenail, nothing.
Listen, I'm
a
finger. I'm a thoroughbred. Listen, I know my brother is the exaggerator. He be talking reckless, but I did witness my brother. Some dude wanted to fight my brother in the game. My brother was he was 2 points from winning the game. He called game. He shot the 3-pointer and then did the most Hulk Hogan double leg drop to the face. He's like,
was that fight in Chicago?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was crazy. He was playing a game, and the dude was trying to fight my brother. My brother had 2 points to it. My brother's called game, hit the shot.
No, and then that is not what happened. If you're talking about the Chicago joint, when we first landed in Chicago, it was me, you,
not the first.
Louis. We was balling against some Mexicans, and homie said something slick in Spanish, and I replied,
like we ain't no Spanish.
And that nigga said, "Oh my, you're black and you talk Spanish?"
This was early 90s. This was early 90s.
I said, right, let me get the point game. I said, them niggas try to clear the court ASAP.
Yeah, that was funny. That was Chicago. So in Chicago, early days, early 90s.
I was telling quick. All right, so they run off the court, boom, 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 right? My brother and Chewy follow me. I run up to both of them. Nigga said, nah, I don't want no problem. I said, that's what I thought, bitch. Right? Boom. So then I turn around, I'm walking. Homie caught me from behind. Boom.
Yeah, cheap shot. Yeah.
And Chewy and my brother start running towards him. I said, yo, don't even
I
touch
got
him.
this.
No.
Facts.
Hey, I
That's
remember
facts.
we was in the boxing joint, right?
Yeah.
And my brother turned into the coach. He's like, elbow, knee him. Nigga, everything my brother was saying, I was like, knee. He said, put him in the headlock, put him in sleeping.
I had the controller.
The front door of his crib. Oh, no, when the fight was going on, remember, we got surrounded by a whole bunch of, like, there was at least 28 and surrounding me.
Yeah.
Boom. Like, yo, they started coming at me. Me and my brother and this niggas surrounded, and then a whole bunch of Morenos came. They were like, nah, let them niggas fight that shit one-on-one. Yeah, this I died. Nigga, I was gassed up. I said, oh
no! Yo, the funniest part though, the funniest part though was like my brother got socked. Yo, so buddy clocked my brother, and my brother had like got those instant knots. So because he hit my brother in the eye, he socked him, and then that's when I started going after the Chewy, and my brother was over there, and he was like, "Don't do nothing, I got him, don't do nothing," and all you see these two boots just flying. Yeah, just out of nowhere, but it's like, you see these two Timberlands. God. Anyway.
I ran so fast, boy. I double chopped.
Anyway, so yeah. We're mature.
Practice those suplexes on me, boy. He caught me with one right in the chest one time.
Jackie Chang would be proud of my brother, just so you guys know. Listen, we go left. See, look, we gave y'all a left situation. Y'all little stories of how we do. So hopefully that's not gonna happen with Knicks. All that to say is my brother's ankles is solid. His hands take abuse with the carpenter hands, but his feet, but his ankles, they certify titanium steel. He's
boy. If you thought LeVar Ball was bad, nigga, I never lost.
Never lost. Anyway, back to Knicks content. Now you know my brother is Jackie Chang's protege. We call him Blackie Chang. He's a Domi Chang.
That is my nickname on the streets.
Hey, that's what they call him. Blackie Chang, what they call me. Blackie Chang, what they call me. Anyway, I appreciate you. Yeah, well, we got to give you some left content right away. We got some more games to talk about, but we'll cut it short because my brother's in the West Coast. Machete's out there building furniture. He's out there. Look, Machete is the grandmaster of I don't read IKEA instructions. I get it done. Okay. He said I don't read IKEA. What? He said IKEA. I don't see you. That's what I see, and I just figured it out. And if it didn't work, I just throw nails on that bitch.
Freeze glue and duct tape, best friend.
Hey, there you go. You see? And then he paints over the duct tape to make it look brown. Yeah, did he have the Hasim Rahman's knot? Yeah, he did. It was a sucker punch, but Buddy caught him without looking. After my brother walked away, he gave him with the, you got the wide, that you get the stance. They got the little.
Yeah, nigga, nigga had his back turned, but boy.
Oh, we know the Hasan Rahman.
Punch, but he caught the beats all the way to his crib. As a matter of fact, took him to his front door, beating his ass. His father came out and said, "Who did this to my son? All of y'all." He said, "No, it was him."
Yeah, that's true. That
little nigga.
Yeah, that was funny because in the 90s, back then in Chicago at that time was just black, white, and Mexican. That's it. And then we show up. Southside Chicago. Salute Bowen High School.
1990, 91. The worst times. You Google that. We had shootouts at the front door. We lived across the street from an elementary school. Elementary kids were strapped up. There were shootouts everywhere. Everybody had guns.
That was crazy. That was a crazy time. But that's facts. Yeah, that was back then. And back then, so when we show up on the scene, they see us as dark. So they, we talk like brothers. We are brothers. You know what I'm saying? So when we go there, they just thought we were brothers. And then he said something in Spanish. When they heard us speak Spanish, and my brother was like, "What the hell?" Anyway, we sidetracking again. We're getting this W tonight, 6 o'clock. We got 1 hour for this game. In 1 hour, we're going to get that W. We're going to start the countdown. Today is game 9. After this is 8-7-6-5-4-3-2-1. And then the end of this season to the playoffs. So we definitely clinched the playoff already. So it's a phenomenal year, no matter what anybody says. Review this year. Look at all the adversity we've been through. We still going through and still on the top, still a third place. And you people are still mad. People are still complaining about firing Tibbs, rotations, minutes with 9 games left in the season. Bruh, relax. We're going to go to the playoffs, and you know what we're going to do? We're going to put tariffs on everyone. Tariffs for teams, team tariffs. Everyone's getting tariffs. Tariffs.
We just start smacking the ref with tariffs.
Yo. Shit. Listen, hey, I can tell you, but I won some tickets yesterday. I went to my daughter's little jazz thing. I won some tickets. So Orlando versus Atlanta on the 8th. I'm not 100% sure, but they did say floor seats. So I'm gonna see what y'all gonna see. Maybe I live stream it, maybe I don't.
Shit, boy, we need to get my niece center court playing that saxophone, playing the Star Spangled Banner with that sax.
You don't say that. You know what I'm saying? That, you know,
right there.
Pretty soon you guys gonna be able to purchase my daughter's painting, like you got a herring up here, like you got the Justin Bua up there. You'll be able to cop her paintings.
I'll tell y'all one thing about my niece. Y'all better get a rookie card now, because after this, the price ain't coming down.
Talk that. Anyway, I love my daughter. If y'all go to the gram, y'all see it. My babies, all my kids, and my son he's doing something soccer. I'm just.
Baby, get that nigga.
On that elk too. My son Damien, he an artist too. Well, I don't know where these kids get it from.
What you mean? They get it from their uncle, boy.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah. Oh yeah. They probably got that from Miguel, because oh my God, Miguel.
I was taking credit for that, but he is the artist. Miguel,
oh my God, that nigga used to draw comic book style. This is another left turn, but boy.
Anyway, left turn like a mug. Anyway, W tonight in 1 hour. Starts the romping, stomping, on way to 52. Get your burgers, no vegan. You got to eat meat, pause. You got to no 50 burgers all the way. My brother's celebrating whatever he's doing over there. That's some random super igniter out of California.
Hey,
California,
hey,
easy.
What?
Right, look.
Oh, my God. Guys, this is a show of basketball, not of motivational. Oh yeah! Oh my God! Look, we'll talk offline. People ain't trying. They're trying to hear Knicks content. Not. Oh my God! Cali face. Oh my God! Anyway, look, you even got Keith Watkins, Cali vape. Anyway, salute to everybody. What replay gang, live gang? We do it different for sure.
Vape, blunt, bogeys, and still smoke niggas on the court. I smoke the smoke.
Hey, Keith Watkins.
Smoke the smoke, nigga.
Hey, Keith Watkins says he needs to plug. Keith Watkins, hit us up after the show. Hey, you're the first moderator. Hey. You get a signed shirt and you get a vape canister.
I got generators. Bring the plugs. I got the generators.
Oh my God, he got the TOF. We're gonna have our own TOF vape. you get the first shirt with the hat with a vape.
Yeah. We're gonna call it Go Left.
We'll leave you in circles.
That's all shit, boy. Go left. Smoke that Go Left.
Hey, y'all heard about y'all got that Go Left? Yo, that Go Left, yo, son. That Go Left. I need to go left. Man, anybody got some of that Go Left, man?
Hey, don't be biting. I swear I found my sister.
It's on the timestamp. It's timestamp. You know. But like, yo, I need that Go Left, bro. You got any of that organic fanatic? You got any about that fanatic thing, man? You know that Go Left shit, man.
That TOF.
Go left. Go left or ain't right.
Go left.
There it is. Y'all bugging. 3, 2, 1. We go left. That's like I've been trying to end this for 20 minutes, and now we're giving Snoop Dogg plugs, the TOF plugs. Anyway, it is Saucy Sober Smoke 'em Sunday. See what happens when I'm sauceless and they're smoked up. Anyway, okay. My brother's gonna. He's gone. We lost him, guys. We lost him. He's gone. He's floating. Look at the clouds up there. That's not clouds. That's my brother's smoke right there. That's what he's contributing to the environment. Salute to you guys. Let's go. Knicks. New Knicks outro.
Bro, this shit clears your nasals.
Oh my God. Can you just can we give a Knicks outro and not?
Yo, salute to the chat. Salute to everybody that enjoys our leftivities. You know what I mean? So
okay. Leftivities. Okay.
Listen,
it's working.
I greatly appreciate y'all. The merch is coming. Everything's in the works. We got love for y'all because y'all fuck with us. Y'all vibe with us. Y'all rock with us. You heard? Big things coming out 2025. Shout out to Machete Miggs. Shout out to Will. Shout out to Two Shots. Bang Bang, not in the picture, but he out there. Shout out to the Puerto Rican brother. The specialist.
Machete, any outro while you're working on your materials over there?
Nah, everybody take care. Have a great week.
Oh, hey, hold on. There's a news alert. Dios is on location once again. Dios, we thank you for the feedback you're giving us. Be safe out there with the hurricanes. Dios says,
shout out to
Jalen Brunson.
Shout out to the mods. Shout out to everybody.
Hey, Jalen Brunson has just been cleared with basketball activities, according to Sham Dios. And there's Shams, and then we got Shams Dios. Shams Dios reporting. Shams Dios is like.
I told you they're trying to have him ready for that Cleveland game, bro.
He's been cleared for activities. Doesn't mean he's on doing full contact drills. That means he can do other stuff. He's still going to be playoffs, but that's good. Shams Dios, we appreciate you.
Yo, y'all enjoy y'all Sunday. Enjoy y'all leftivities. You know what I mean? And yeah, we out here.
Y'all heard all the stuff we got. Leftivities.
See the trees? We outside.
Yeah. Look at all that. This quick.
We outside.
Look, we gave you one show, 1 hour. We gave you Jules, leftivities. Go left.
Y'all made me late.
Shams Dios.
Hey, I need 500 subscribers. I'm like 30 minutes late from lunch, but I control my own clock, so who gives a fuck? But yeah,
he was 30 minutes late from lunch from being 30 minutes late from lunch. Hey, salute to you guys. Appreciate you guys. Let's go, Knicks. We out of here. M Special. Appreciate you, my brother. New Knicks. Thank you for joining out there. Two Shots. Thank you for letting Soto go to the Mets. We appreciate that. Thank you for letting. Machete, I appreciate you and the lumber building activities that you're doing out there. Read the instructions, sir. Read the instructions. M Special, take us out of here.
When you